So what I'm going to give you right now is everything that we know about the case at the moment. And this is all preliminary information, which could potentially change as we get further into the investigation. But what we know right now is somewhat sketchy. There were two residents of this apartment complex involved. One was being evicted. They don't live in the same apartment. They don't live in the same single apartment, but one was being evicted. He had his car all packed up. That individual, who was in his 20s, I believe, he started slashing the tires of another resident of the complex. That resident came out, and at some point during that encounter, he shot the person slashing his tires. Possible claim of a robbery, but we're not sure right now. We're still trying to piece that together. The person who was shot was in at least critical condition when he left. Haven't been notified of his current condition. The individual who shot him is in his late 30s, and he is currently in our custody and will be interviewed down at police headquarters. So that's kind of where we are right now. We don't know much more than that.
Do we know, did the men know each other? Do we have any?
That I don't know right now. We were trying to sort that out. But the incident, whatever the cause was, wound up with one of them being shot. The one individual who was shot did have a knife, a large knife, and there is a claim of a possible robbery. But we're currently sorting through all that right now.
Are the people cooperating, or the person you have in custody, cooperating?
As far as I know, I don't think there's been a whole lot of questioning right now. But as far as I know, so far he's been cooperative.
Do you know what kind of weapon was used?
It was a small caliber handgun.
Was the, firearm legal, registered?
That I don't know.
And you said ages and
yeah, I believe the victim, I just said late 20. I believe the victim is in his late 30s, maybe early 40s.
Man, woman?
They're two males. Two
sorry.
males. Yeah.
Do you know white, black, Hispanic?
See, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that because it's really irrelevant.
Okay, that's fine.
It's really irrelevant.
Okay.
Okay? You got it, babe?
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right.
You said it was related to an eviction, or?
No, it wasn't necessarily related to eviction. The individual who was shot just happened to be evicted this morning. His car was packed up, and before he decided to leave, I guess there was something going on with him and this other individual, and he started slashing the tires of this individual's car. But again, later there was some kind of claim of a robbery, attempted robbery or something. So, but again, it's all sketchy right now.
So the tires that were getting slashed was the car that was packed up that was moving out?
The vehicle that was where the tires were being slashed was the vehicle of the shooter.
Okay.
They're trying to rob, or possibly trying to rob the person with all this stuff packed up in his car.
Vice versa.
Okay. The person who had all this stuff packed up in his car, he was the one who was
possibly attempting to rob. Yeah.
else.
Yeah. And again, I'm sorry to be so sketchy, but that's all we know right now.
Okay.
We haven't been able to sort it out yet. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Chief.